Hey everyone, this is Katie from Two Crafty Chicks, and today this video isn't so much about planners. It is more about me, the main crafty chick behind the Etsy shop. And as most of you know, if you've been a follower of mine any amount of time, you know that last summer I had to have an emergency spine surgery due to a herniated and ruptured disc in my back. I had a laminectomy discectomy surgery. I was in the hospital for I think just like 3 days. You know, after I healed, I got to go do some epidural injections. I believe they're called like the facet block, the epidural injections, steroid injection, all into my back, into my spine, and that wasn't helping. Also did what's called a radio frequency ablation. Some of my nerves are causing me a lot of pain and loss of sensation in my leg. So they went in and they burned off those nerves to try and help with back pain and leg nerve pain. And again, it helped for a little while, but ultimately it didn't help. I've been in a lot of pain, especially since I'd say like November and December. My back has it feels worse than it did. It felt better after surgery for a little while. I definitely got some relief, but overall I haven't ever really felt better. I've been working with my doctors, and finally, about 3 months ago, my surgeon suggested that it was time to do another MRI. I had to wait 3 months for that scan. I'm not sure why it took so long, but it did. I had the MRI done, and it took only like 2 days to get those results in, but it's taken me more like a week or so, almost a week, to really process what it said and to understand what the MRI said. So I've done a lot of research and failed laminectomy discectomy surgery, which I was warned about. My doctors have talked to me about that, so I've always had it in the back of my head that a second spine surgery has always been a possibility. This MRI would really help us figure that out, and it did. It turns out I was born with it's a congenital deformity. It's like an extra vertebrae in my spine, lumbar section. It's like an additional disc, but it's less fused. They also found that like my vertebral alignment is off. I've got some anteriolisthesis, just means your spine isn't lined up how it should be. There's some problem with like the disc signal. It loses signal because I've got nerve problems. L1 and my L2 looked great. I have a disc bulge at my L2, L3. I'm not gonna tell you what each disc is, you don't care. I've got 3 herniated discs, 2 bulging discs. I've got facet hypertrophy, which is just enlarged. That facet joint in your back is just enlarged. Some neural forum, I messed that up. It's like stenosis, which is the narrowing of your nerve root canal, but it's at like the nerve root ending where the nerves are leaving. It's pretty pinched down in there. I got a lot of scar tissue, and then I've got these other osteophytes, which I guess are like bony spurs. There's a lot going on back there. This was a lot to take in, like I said, but it really helps me to know why I'm in so much pain. At least we found something. Something is better than nothing in this case. So I meet with my surgeon on Thursday to talk to him about what he thinks, but I think we're looking at a next spine surgery, which would either be like a spinal fusion and decompression surgery, or I've been reading about like a disc replacement surgery where they just go in and they replace your discs, and you should get a long-term relief from that. We will see what he has to say on Thursday. I'm extremely anxious to see him and see what he wants to do. And then I meet with my pain doctor on Friday, and they also found a I think they called it a cystic lesion on my right ovary. So I had to go have an ultrasound done yesterday on that to see what's going on with my ovaries, or whatever's going on over there. So I should have the results from that in the next day or two. On top of all this back stuff, I also have a lot going on in my personal life. I'm planning a wedding. We are getting married in 51 days from today, so that is coming up very quick. Things are getting slightly stressful. And then just, you know, some other things that you have to deal with when you're a single mom that aren't so fun, but I think they're coming to an end, and I always have hope that things can always be better. And I think that in all aspects that things are just kind of really crazy right now. I've got a lot going on that's pulling my focus away from my shop and from stickers, which is really hard for me because I love my shop, I love making stickers, and I'm extremely passionate about what I do. So being away from it is hard for me, but I've got this wedding, I've got my daughter to put first, and then, you know, of course, myself, my health, and my back. So with the upcoming wedding and second surgery, I feel that it's best for me right now at this time to close my shop. But I'll be back, of course. I'm not sure when right now. It all just depends on when we get the surgery scheduled for, which I'm hoping I can do after I get married, because I don't think I'll be able to walk down the aisle. Yeah, no. So that's pretty important, walking down the aisle. Wedding, surgery, and then focusing on getting myself healed and back to some normal state of myself. I've been dealing with this since I was 20 weeks pregnant with my daughter. And I'm really ready for some relief and to feel better and normal and more like myself again. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been there with me through this entire journey. In January, we just turned 2 years old, and I am just so blessed to be able to be here and making this video for you guys and telling you that you're awesome, I love you, and I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and I promise I'll be back. This is not the end of Two Crafty Chicks. I'm hoping that once, you know, like I said, I get some of these other things dealt with, I can put my focus back on my shop and making new stickers and feeling more like myself again, which this is the ultimate goal here. So thank you so much again for watching this whole video and listening to me talk about my back and all my other life problems. I suspect that the shop will be closed by the end of this week. And so what's today? Today is Tuesday, the March 21st. By the end of this week, I am going to have it shut down, and maybe I will try and run a sale real quick just to get a last hurrah out there, my last sticker sesh. So anyways, I'll quit rambling now, and again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Stay tuned. I will keep you all posted on the wedding and the spine surgery and how all of that plays out, and I can't wait to see you guys, and hopefully by the end of the summer. I don't know, don't hold me to that. Let's see, maybe like, I'll be back, I promise. I love you guys. I love all you planner chicks. Keep planning.